pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us pray. Lord, as we meet here this evening, give us the foresight and the guidance to conduct the business of the city. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Brad. Roll call.
Bozarth.
Here.
Hurt.
Here.
Carter.
Here.
Venable.
Here.
Dorman. Stock. Young.
Here.
Meadows. Here.
We have a quorum. Hearing is citizen comments. Do we have anybody that'd like to make a comment? If so, please step up to the microphone. Seeing none. We will move on to the approval of the minutes for the February 18th, 2020 council meeting. It's on pages 3 through 7. Are there any corrections? Seeing none, we will stand as submitted. And no consent items. Presentation of accounts and claims on page 8.
Ordinance appropriating money. Be it ordained by the council of the city of Boonville as follows. Section 1. For the purpose of paying salaries and various accounts against the city of Boonville, which have been allowed by the council at the regular meeting thereof on March 2nd, 2020, the sum of $373,560.49. General Fund, $166,467.73. Sanitation, $4,155.30. CIP tax, $15,297.68. Waterworks, $129,112.22. Capital projects, $27.06. Wastewater, $48,329.94. Tourism, $7,774.20. Gaming, $0.00. Parks and Water, $2,396.36. Section 2. The accountant is hereby authorized and instructed to draw checks on the respective city bank accounts in favor of the persons whose salaries of accounts have been allowed as above, amounting to $373,560.49, being the total amount of money above appropriated. Section 3. This ordinance shall take effect and be enforced from and after its passage. First reading on March 2nd, 2020, read for the second time the second day of March 2020, since a copy was made available prior to the meeting.
Second reading, title only.
Ordinance appropriating money.
Mayor, make a motion this be approved.
Thank you, Morris. Is there a second? Thank you, Whitney. Roll call.
Bozarth.
Yes.
Hurt.
Yes.
Carter.
Yes.
Venable.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Meadows. Yes.
Unfinished business. Item A, second reading of bill number 2020-003, approving final site plan for Ag Co-op Services at 18900 Highway 87.
An ordinance of the city of Boonville, Missouri, authorizing and approving a final site plan application submitted by Ag Co-op Services and further approving certain variances from current zoning requirements to allow the construction of a bulk fertilizer storage facility on the property of Ag Co-op Services involving a non-conforming use, providing an effective date therefore, and repealing all ordinances in conflict with this ordinance.
Mayor, make a motion this be approved.
Thank you, Morris. Whitney?
Second. Can we add to that it, Steve not issue the building permit until Scott has went over the storm calc?
Has Scott got the storm counts?
Not yet.
Not yet. So you want to make that a condition of the,
Yeah, of the
approval
building
of the
permit.
motion? Is that
It
correct?
is the storm calc.
Is that okay with you, Morris? Okay, that becomes a part of the motion. So that becomes a condition for the executing of the
You
permit.
need to vote on the amendment
Yeah,
first.
I need to vote on the amendment first.
Good.
All right,
Right.
so,
Boris can throw his motion.
I'm sorry.
You gotta vote on the amended
Right.
and then come back and vote on the motion.
Yes.
I understand that. Okay, we have a motion and a second on the amendment, correct? Okay. Roll call.
And this is ask Steve not to issue the building permit until the, which numbers?
The storm calc.
Storm count numbers?
Y'all understand that? Okay.
Are submitted and approved by Scott, right?
Approved by Scott, yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is on the amendment. Bozarth,
Yes.
Hurt,
Yes.
Carter,
Yes.
Venable,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Meadows.
Yes.
Passes. Motion to approve the final site plan. Who's got that? You got that, Whitney?
It
We
needed a
already made a
motion with the,
motion.
with the amendment, yeah.
Okay. All right. And the second was
Whitney.
Whitney, same as before. Okay, roll call.
Bozarth,
Yes.
Hurt,
Yes.
Carter,
Yes.
Venable,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Meadows.
Yes.
Passes, well. Need to make sure we get the storm caps.
So
Item B, second reading of bill number.
you're
20
done with.
Sorry, sir?
Oh, no, more talking.
Okay. Second reading of bill number 2020-004, approving agreements with the Boonville R1 School District for Missouri Soccer Park.
An
Yeah.
ordinance of the city of, an ordinance of the city of Boonville, Missouri, approving agreements for the Missouri Soccer Park joint ownership, maintenance, and management with Boonville R1 School District and Boonville Soccer Academy Incorporated.
Mayor,
Go.
I wanna make a motion to table this, since we don't have nothing back from the school yet,
Right?
and table it until we receive something back from the school.
I would agree. Brett, did you have something?
I'm just gonna add to that, it seems, I don't know, maybe we need to meet with them and get some clarification on this, because talking to several more board member and the administration, they're saying the land is not specified clearly enough what belongs to the city, what belongs to the school. They want it spelled out exactly what is theirs and what is ours. And I thought we did that.
It seemed to me I read that. in
Well,
there.
they don't think we have, so maybe we need to have a meeting
I
of the
think-
minds and
I
get
think
this.
personally, my next strategy is, to go back to Sarah and tell her that her lawyer needs to draft the language that they would like for us to review, because clearly we're not,
Yeah,
satisfying their desires, so they just need to give us something to work from. I think we'll have better luck.
What we had in there wasn't clear enough?
no, not for them, it wasn't.
I haven't, Sarah had told me that she would get me some comments back, and she liked the official comments, and I haven't heard from her yet.
Okay.
So I'm waiting.
All right, so there's a motion to table, and there's a second.
I'll second, yeah, whoever.
Brent's got the second. Okay, any further questions? Roll call.
Bozarth,
Yes.
Hurt,
Yes.
Carter,
Yes.
Venable,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Meadows.
Yes.
New business. First reading of bill number 2020-005, amending solid waste collection fees. It's on page 9 through 11.
An ordinance of the city of Boonville, Missouri, amending certain parts of chapter 21, article 5, section 21-181, relating to solid waste collection fees, providing an effective date therefore, and repealing all ordinances in conflict with this ordinance.
Just a note, if I might add, there was some questions about what the actual increases were in terms of a percentage. So in terms of the sanitation, it's a 3.4% increase over last year. In the 1920 budget, we had a 3% increase. The reason why we're increasing another 0.4 is because Advanced Disposal has a COLA in their contract that they can get. In 1920, they had a 1.6. In 2021, it's 2.1. So that's why there's an additional increase.
What's 1920?
The fiscal year 1920, the COLA was,
2020.
no, the fiscal one we're in
All right,
was
Oh,
at 1.20, yeah.
Okay.
there you go.
Fiscal year 19-20, the increase was 1.6%. For this coming year that we're coming into, their COLA is 2.1, so that's the 0.4 extra.
Okay, item B, first reading of bill number 2020-006, changing rates to be paid for water and water services, on page 12 and 13.
An ordinance of the city of Boonville, Missouri, amending the Code of General Ordinances, section 21-157A4C, changing rates to be charged for water and water services, providing an effective date therefore, and repealing all ordinances in conflict with this ordinance.
Again, just on this one, it's 2.8%, which is exactly what was last year.
Item C, first reading of bill number 2020-007, changing rates to be paid for wastewater services.
An ordinance of the City of Boonville, Missouri, amending the Code of General Ordinances, Section 21-148, D3, changing rates to be charged for wastewater service, providing an effective date therefore, and repealing all ordinances in conflict with this ordinance.
And this is a 2% increase, same as last year.
Item D, first reading of bill number 2020-008, approving the budget for fiscal year 2020 and 21. It's on page 16.
Just for clarification, I've got the exhibit here if you want to see it. An ordinance accepting and approving the budget for the City of Boonville, Missouri for the period of April 1, 2020 through March 31 of 2021.
Just a quick question, any of you want Teresa to give you a copy of the budget? Okay, but Steve,
You talking about the whole budget? Yeah.
Steve, Brent, and Morris,
is that it?
and
And
Susan.
Susan.
Can I email those to you?
Yep.
No, cost me paper. Yeah,
Is that
I
okay?
make a motion, Mayor, that it be approved.
This is a first reading.
That's the first reading. of
Oh,
We want to see it
forget
first.
about that.
We're having fun tonight, aren't we? Item E, consider purchase of dump truck allocated to the street department. It's on page 17 through 33. Got anything, ML, you need to tell us?
17
No,
through
I
33.
actually worked
In
pretty
12
hard.
words or less?
I've worked pretty hard to get complete my recommendation memo and then the proposal in the packet. So I think it's, point out this is done under Sourcewell or a cooperative purchasing plan that we have purchased other pieces of equipment through.
Why do we purchase a blade and a spreader?
Because we actually purchase a blade and spreader on most new equipment that we buy.
What, I mean, what do we do with the old?
Well, they're gonna go on the current dump trucks. This dump truck is a little different sized than the current trucks.
Okay.
Yep.
Any other questions? Is there a motion?
Mayor, I move that we approve it.
Thanks, Susan. Second?
Second.
Brent, second. Further discussion? Roll call?
Bozarth,
Yes.
Hurt,
Yes.
Carter,
Yes.
Venable,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Meadows.
Yes.
Reports of standing committees, P and Z Whitney.
Meeting was canceled due to lack of agenda.
Morris Housing Authority.
We're still surviving and moving forward.
Oh, that was on page 35. Street alley and sanitation. Mike Michael's not here. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
Board of Public Works, Susan.
That was canceled due to lack of agenda items.
Okay.
Mayor, I got a question on
Yes, sir.
ML. Don't the board have to approve the bills for public works?
I don't know about have to approve the bills, but the Board of Public Works considers bills.
I think that's in the state statute. So, I mean, I'm just saying, if they have to approve them, then,
And we sometimes don't have quorums to approve them.
I know.
Yeah.
so, I mean, I realize that's a problem, but that's something we need to look at. Cause Board of Public Works is supposed to approve all the bills
They-
for public
Yeah,
works.
you have to approve your own bills. We can't approve them for them.
Right,
Right.
so they got to have a meeting. I don't know what they're gonna do about a quorum.
Maybe start serving pizza?
Yes.
Well, I would come. Anyway, it might be something you wanna check in on before we,
Might get a message out to your members that we need to do that, see if we can't get them to get in. I know it's tough. It's tough for all of the committees right now. It's changed a lot in the last 4 or 5 years. Thanks, Emil.
Okay.
Reports of city officials, city administrator.
Just a couple items. One, I believe it's on page 38 through 49 is the Brunswick Regional Library. This is the draft version of the MOU. Many of you were at the joint meeting we had with the library board. They were very impressed with both the presence of the council, so thank you for those of you who made the time to come and sort of our willingness to work with them. So they did not have any significant changes to this agreement. The only change in it that they desired was a sort of right of first refusal of some sort on their end, and Doug is sort of working through what that language might look like. Mary Pat and I have talked, and if the stars align at the April meeting, we will try to have a first reading, and then the library board will approve the MOU at their meeting at the end of April. They meet on the 4th Tuesday, and then we would approve it at the May meeting. So we're hoping to get this completed soon. So they didn't have any other substantive changes, so they were satisfied with all the other conditions.
You know, on that though, we're leaving a closing date and things open at this
Yes.
point.
Yeah, we're not changing. I think we moved the closing to, or the point at which we had to set a meeting to like June 30th, so it pushed it another couple months
Well,
if we
yeah.
hadn't set one before then.
Depends on progress on the
Yep.
parking lot and everything
Depends on
else.
weather.
Yeah. And the weather, yeah.
So look for a more first reading at the next meeting, hopefully, so. And then the next thing is Joy Howard came to visit me last week. I think all of you have had, Joy's come to the council probably for almost all of you at some point in time. She's the city's financial advisor, and she's the one that shepherds us through the COP process and helps to place our COPs and those sort of things. For good or for bad, the market for our kind of debt is, the interest rate is continuing to drop, and so she approached me with a suggestion that we should do a refunding of the 2010A COPs. So she provided two things for you. On page 50 is just a graph of the interest rates so far, and of course it's subject to change. Today the market was better, so you never know. And then on page 51, she just did a test run to kind of see the point at which, real money is realized in savings. This doesn't extend out the COP. The 2010 COPs are paid out in 28 no matter what. This would just be, she'd put us at a hypothetical 2.75 interest rate. So your savings, if we got to 2.75 over the course of the next 8 years, would be $135,662. So she has given me a proposal to basically do an exploratory placement. So she's just going to put out the feelers to see what kind of interest rate and options we would get. And obviously, if we got a favorable interest rate and if we wanted to proceed, there would be some of her fees in there which are not to exceed $14,000, and you'd have to hire Gilmore and Bell to do some legal work for us. But that you could save, upwards, and this is at 2.75, so if you were at 2%, it would be obviously more. So I guess my question was, and that exploratory placement is totally optional, so she could send us the results and we could say thanks but no thanks and no obligation. So it's my recommendation that we should go ahead and let her do an exploratory refunding and see where we're at, because this is paid using gaming funds, so we're continuing to try to find ways to save from gaming. So if we can save $16,000 to $17,000 to $14,000 over the course of the next 8 years, that helps if the gaming numbers continue to decline, and we're under no obligation to take it. So if there's...
And that's the per year savings.
Right, the 135 would be, and this is just at 2.75, and it could be less. The city doesn't have a rating. If you didn't know that, we're not rated. So she's just guesstimating. So if you guys are okay, I was gonna go ahead and have her do an exploratory placement and just see kind of what we got, and then she'll come and talk to us about the results, I think.
Any objection to exploring?
Nope.
Okay,
Let's go for it.
that's all I have.
Okay, Mayor, page 52. We have a committee appointment to approve. Do I hear a motion to approve Clark Grice for Planning and Zoning?
Mayor, I make a motion we approve.
Thank you, Whitney, second. Morris, thank you. Any questions? All in favor?
I need a roll call.
Ooh, how about we do a roll call?
Bozard,
Yes.
Hurt,
Yes.
Carter,
Yes.
Venable,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Mills.
Yes.
Thank you, Teresa. Speaking of Teresa, City Clerk.
I have nothing, thank you.
Oh, just to catch on me, it was just good enough, wasn't it? Well, I'm glad you did. Any miscellaneous tonight? Morris?
I should ask this earlier. Did you send on our gaming funds, on our money we sent out, did you ever get any reply back to any of those letters?
I started drafting a letter, but I haven't completed it, to be honest with you, and I'm working on it.
To see what happened? Well, okay.
I mean, you guys have gone ahead with the 10%, I think it was 10%,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, from this year. So at this point in time, I was gonna send a letter that told them, A, they're getting 10% less this year due to declines, and then that we were gonna ask for some better accounting or explanation for how the funds are used for
Okay.
next year.
I just kinda wondered.
Yeah, when I send out the letter, I'll certainly give you guys a draft, and you'll see.
Then ML, is there?
Just a second, Morris, let me see if anybody else is in the room besides me.
Jeff, would you come up here?
I hope we've got that
I've been
recorded.
approached about putting turning lanes at Sportsman's Road and Highway 5. You know, on kind of school traffic. Where
Well-
people could go ahead and turn right.
Yeah, we can't do turn lanes there because that intersection's a MoDOT intersection.
Oh.
So Sportsman's Road, or Old Highway 40 is MoDOT up to just about the edge, the back driveway at WK.
Okay.
That doesn't mean I can't ask MoDOT to consider
If you
it.
would just check on it.
Yeah,
I just,
and it would be left turn on Sportsman's Road heading east, so a left onto
went out on Sportsman Road, be a right turn and a left turn on Sportsman.
Ashley Road.
Yeah.
So where do you
Not
want?
on Ashley Road, on Sportsman's Road.
That's right. So at the intersection, you're sitting on Sportsman's Road,
Right.
facing east. You want the left turn arrow or
Yeah.
the left turn lane to go onto
Right.
Ashley Road. Gotcha.
People just says it'll help out their school traffic, cause they go out. They can make a right-hand turn and still setting in people that wants to make a left-hand.
Yeah, we'd have to consider the width of the road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just if you can look at it. I've done my duty.
Any other miscellaneous?
Mayor,
Susan?
I just wanted to thank the public and comment that the Friends of the Library had a very successful event at the Library Learning Center down on Kemper campus. We had a lot of positive feedback, and people seem excited about the idea that the library may be relocated there.
That was a good event for those of us that went. Yeah. Anything else? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Got a second and a first. All in favor, get up and go home.